Okay, so like imagine you're cruising down the street and you see this truck, but it's not just any truck. This thing looks like it's straight out of some sci-fi movie. All sharp angles and like it's made of this like super strong metal.
Yeah.
That's the Tesla Cybertruck.
Yeah.
It's been like, it's causing a stir in the US. But over in the UK, this futuristic ride ran into like a real world problem. The law. Today we're going to deep dive into like why this Cybertruck got seized by UK police.
Interesting.
So the Cybertruck is totally legal to drive in the US, but the UK said, nope, not on our road.
It's interesting because like the Cybertruck is perfectly fine, cruising around California.
Right.
But then it gets impounded in the UK.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
It really boils down to just like a difference in thinking when it comes to road safety.
Okay.
The UK is like way more focused on pedestrian safety and keeping damage to a minimum in like crashes, even at low speeds.
So it's not just about the Cybertruck being safe, but how it affects everyone else on the road too.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
The Cybertruck, with its unusual design and materials, just doesn't meet the UK's strict safety rules.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even have something called a certificate of conformity.
What is that? The certificate of conformity.
Basically, it's a document that says, hey, this vehicle meets all the safety and environmental standards that the UK wants.
Okay.
You can think of it like a car's passport.
Right.
And without it, the vehicle's considered not roadworthy.
Got it.
And driving it is like a big no-no legally.
So the Cybertruck's missing this passport, and that's why it got seized.
Right.
Interesting.
And there are some specific concerns with the Cybertruck's design.
Okay.
Its exoskeleton, for instance, is super strong, but it's also really rigid. So if it hits a regular car or even a person, that rigidity could mean more force is transferred.
I see.
And potentially more serious injury.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
This isn't the first time the Cybertruck's been in the UK, is it?
Right.
Didn't it like show up at the Goodwood Festival of Skeid back in 2024?
Yeah, you're right. It was there.
So how is that allowed?
Well, events like Goodwood, they have special permits, so they can bend the rules a bit.
Okay.
It's all about having a controlled environment,
So Goodwood was like a VIP visit for the Cybertruck, not like it was moving in.
Exactly.
But this whole getting seized thing makes me wonder, are car safety standards changing globally? Do other countries have different standards than the UK?
Definitely.
Like,
different countries, they have different approaches, right? Based on their own traffic, roads, and even like their culture. Like how they think about risk.
Yeah.
Some European countries are even stricter than the UK when it comes to pedestrian safety,
Uh-huh.
while others might be a bit more relaxed.
So what happens to this impounded Cybertruck? Is it going to rust away in some UK lot?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
The owner who lives in the UK just needs to prove they own it and have insurance and then get it back.
Okay.
It's worth pointing out that this wasn't just about the Cybertruck itself.
Right.
It was also part of this thing called Operation Wolverine.
Operation Wolverine.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
It's a UK police thing they've been doing for a while.
Fill me in.
It's been going on since 2007.
Okay.
And they go after drivers who don't have insurance.
Makes sense.
They've been pretty successful at getting those vehicles off the roads,
Good.
which makes things safer for everyone.
Definitely. So this futuristic Cybertruck got caught up in a pretty old school police operation.
Right.
It shows that even the coolest tech has to play by the rules, right?
Exactly.
So to sum it all up, we've got this super innovative vehicle, the Tesla Cybertruck,
Right.
and it slams right into the wall of international regulations.
Yeah.
It's a story that shows the struggle between pushing the boundaries of what's possible with tech
Yeah.
and keeping everyone safe on our increasingly busy roads.
Makes.
Here's something to think about.
Okay.
As cars get more and more advanced, almost like driving themselves,
Yeah.
how do we encourage cool new tech while making sure everyone is safe? Not just the people inside the car.
Yeah.
It's a conversation that's only going to get more important as technology keeps changing.